Hello, I'm Brent Ramsey for Infinity Photo-Optical Company, and this is the Robusto TS160 lens system. This unique cinema photo lens system originates from microscope technology and has incredible imaging adaptability for everything from macro, micro, and in-camera effect shots. This is a T-mount system, and that allows for easy adaptation to numerous camera bodies like Canon, Sony, PL. Adapters are available to fit virtually any camera system. Now, this lens system has a variable iris, which allows for contrast and aberrational control, but more on that in a minute. For now, this is where the lenses are attached. The TS160 has a selection of interchangeable lenses. These offer highly adjustable close focusing capabilities. They capture incredible close-up detail with magnification that ranges from 0 to as much as 16 times. So you have a variety of creative choices with their focal lengths and a variety of depth of field options. To set up the TS160, select one of the lenses for your shot. Now, in this setup, I'm using the micro HM objective, and it attaches like this. Simply screw it onto the iris mount. Now, this attachment point allows for attaching the micro HM, one of 3 SFX lenses, the macro pro lens, and accessories like the 45-degree and 90-degree angle adapters. Now, there really is no need for lens support with this configuration. And when the micro HM is attached, the image will be flipped. It's upside down. There are several ways to deal with this depending on your available options. First, this can be corrected using another piece from the kit, the flipper. The flipper mounts to the rear of the TS160's main body. The flipper not only corrects the image inversion, but as you can see, it adds additional length, which can also come in handy. The flipper employs a double aspheric lens design, which inverts images. So images are recorded in camera exactly as you see them. Additionally, say, if you just want to stay compact and you're not using the flipper, the inverted image can also be corrected by an adjustment on your field monitor or in-camera display. But this method may require that you make an adjustment in post to correct its final orientation. When you attach the flipper, and depending on the camera you're using, you may want to add another piece from the kit, the mounting clamp and bar. It not only adds rigid support, but eases tension on the camera body mount. Now, let's look at how this lens system works with the micro HM. Select magnification by simply moving the camera closer or further away from the subject and focusing. Focus measurements are always taken from the front of the lens objective with this system. Ideally, when working with the micro HM, focus should be set to infinity. With this lens, when you set it to its close focus of 20 inches, you will have set it for its approximate infinity setting. Now, this distance will produce the sharpest image quality when the HM is used between approximately 20 inches and out to about 10 feet. Now, importantly, after setting focus, immediately move the iris position to the white dot and change your lighting and/or your camera settings to adjust if necessary. This will ensure the sharpest images. And more about the importance of the white dot setting in a minute. The Robusto TS160's optical configuration may be best described as a continuously focusable microscope. Now, this means you can focus on any suitable object at a distance and move in to see an extreme close-up at great magnification. As you adjust focus, detail increases and depth of field gets shallower. If you need more depth of field, you'll need to back off and refocus. The depth of field and magnification are then balanced for best results. Okay, let's take a look at the macro pro lens. Inside, at this connection, is a provision for a 25mm filter. The macro pro lens also screws onto the iris assembly. When attached, it focuses the TS160 from 32mm out to infinity and from 0 to 4 times magnification. Its image on a camera is erect, as usual, so there is no need to correct its orientation on your monitor or in camera. The macro and micro HM lenses are designed for close-up and extreme close-up high-resolution imagery. They produce world-class results. In their respective operating ranges, there is no reason to use any other lenses on the TS160 main body. Now, let's look at the variable iris and the importance of the white dot setting I mentioned before. You'll note right away that the TS160 has a variable iris but no f-stops. To set it, close down, open up, adjust the variable iris until you see the first slight jump in contrast. Although this contrast jump happens within a zone established by the object and lighting, a general and the recommended setting is depicted by the white dot on the iris housing. This setting is aligned with microscope technology, and the white dot is where an approximate Nelson point occurs. Essentially, microscopes have one best focusing point, and that point is referred to as the Nelson point. All attachable lenses on the TS160 are calculated for best imagery at that setting. So generally, best and sharpest results are obtained after you set focus and you've set the iris to the white dot. Now, you can certainly use the other iris settings, but you should be aware that when you open up the iris on the TS160, you are essentially controlling the softness of a shot. Okay, now let's look at the SFX lenses in the package. Micro and macro are lens terms that are easy to understand. However, the SFX lenses have very unique characteristics. SFX lenses are capable of holding and maintaining focus from their close focusing distance through and including infinity. This feature makes them particularly well suited for general cinematography use where a deep depth of field is desired, but especially well suited for creating in-camera effects like deep focus and forced perspective. In other words, while you can use SFX lenses for close-in work, they're not intended for that. If you want sharpness, you're much better off using the micro HM. For SFX lenses, the focus is set it and forget it. Once you set the close focus, everything stays in focus out to infinity. Again, focus measurements are taken from the front of the lens objective and according to the SFX lens you are using. In all cases, and for best results, the SFX lenses should be set to their close focus measurement. The SFX1 has an approximate 100mm focal length. For best results with this lens, set it to its close focus of 20 inches, and that extends out approximately to infinity. The SFX2 is approximately 50mm. Focus should be set to 6 inches, and that extends out to infinity. And the SFX3 is approximately a 33mm focal length. Set it to its close focus of 2 inches and out again to infinity. Remember, after setting focus for the SFX lenses, set the iris position to the white dot before shooting. That wraps up this overview of the Infinity Photo-Optical Robusto TS160 lens system. You now have a set of lenses derived from microscope technology available for cinematography. For more information and to check out other great products and accessories from Infinity, please visit the website at www.infinity-usa.com.